guys. Imagine a pregnant woman walking into her gynecologist's office for a 38th week checkup. She's getting her blood pressure checked. Pregnancy's been going along fine. However, on this particular day, her blood pressure skyrockets to 180 over 100. So immediately, her doctors send her over to Northside Hospital. She's induced, and it seems that all there is to do is wait, but what happens is the baby's heart starts beating rapidly, so they take a look and they find out that the baby's umbilical cord is wrapped around his neck. So basically, a bunch of nurses rush in, they're trying to shove their hand up the woman's cervix, keep the baby from coming out, because if they can push up, it loosens the umbilical cord. So here's this woman going down the hallway to the operation room, laying on the bed. There's a woman on top of her, and it was just a beautiful scene. The father running behind, but basically get in there. Woman had C-section. You think everything would go smoothly from there, but no. The nurse on hand takes the baby and puts one of those oxygen masks on the baby and squeezes it really hard. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. It's one of those pump things. Squeezes it, puts it on the baby's mouth and squeezes it, and it pops a hole in the baby's lung. And the baby has pneumothorax now, which is a hole in the lung. So the baby's incubated and put in the baby ICU there, and basically was put in a coma for 3 days. And they do that so the baby can't move, so the hole can heal. So do you think that this is the type of situation that would just like make you lose some years off your life? Do you think that maybe you would have some post-traumatic stress from it? Well, I have to say yes, because I was that woman. Hi, my name is Caroline, and today I'm going to tell you about my traumatic experience giving birth and how it was the turning point of my life, that went from very bad to very good. And I'm going to tell you how I went about treating the depression that came with this incident. Now, some of you in your life, I know, things have happened, maybe things are going smoothly, and suddenly something happens that just changes everything in your life. Whether it be good or bad, something significant enough to change the course of your life. Well, today I'm going to tell you about the turning point in my life. I often think about that clock in that Benjamin Button movie where the clock goes backwards. The clockmaker made it go backwards because he thought if he could make time go back, his son would come back to him. Well, the ironic thing about that is, as you can see with Benjamin Button, the character, even though he was moving backwards, getting younger every day, life was still happening. So either way, good or bad, life's going to happen. Now, it's hard to think about controlling what is around us, or not controlling. We all want to think that we're in control of every aspect of our life. But, the thing about it is, on the day of my delivery, I was a happy-go-lucky person. I never worried. But that day, after I had my child, everything changed. I was paranoid. I thought that what happened to my son, it was my fault. My son would cough, and I would take him to the emergency room. I was like freakishly worried. I'd see a spider on the rug and think, kill it brutally, because I thought my son's gonna swallow it and choke on it. It was that freaky, and it went on for years and years. It was taking a toll on me and my marriage, so I had to get help. So that's what I did. I went through all the channels that I needed to get help, and basically went to see the psychologist, which that was wrong. It's good for some people, but the guy I saw fell asleep on me, and he was like eating microwave dinners. So it was very bizarre. So I gave up on that and decided to start running, and try to get some exercise and change my diet. But it wasn't until my good friend Amy, who's a midwife, told me, she said, Caroline, after she listened to me ramble frantically one day, she's like, you need to educate yourself, because pregnancy is a risk. And she's right. Pregnancy is a risk. It's a risk for every woman. You know, I don't want to scare anybody. A lot of times it does turn out well, but just so you know, for women out there who's had troubles and had difficult pregnancies, it's okay because it is a risk. So, I had a hard time getting over, you know, what happened to my son and me. But in the end, it worked out well. You know, I got on some anxiety meds, which I not a fan of meds, but I had to do it, and it's really worked out in the end a lot. Um, so in conclusion, I guess what I'm trying to say is, even though, you know, things are going to happen, you know, but try your best to get past it, laugh, watch Saturday Night Live, do whatever it takes. If you have to visit your doctor and tell them, you know, you need treatment for depression, you know, whatever, you know, just remember you're worth it, and you have to fight hard for your happiness. Thanks.